This would make a great Alex Bowman throwback, in my opinion. Here is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2008 Amp Energy Mountain Dew Chevrolet Impala. Howdy, folks. It's Diecastbuffet here again, back with another NASCAR Diecast review. I tell you what, man. In 2008, these cars, I freaking loved them, man. This was my first ever COT. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2008 Amp Energy Mountain Dew Chevrolet Impala. The one I got, though, the first one, God knows, over 10 years now. God, I am old. That car, it's sitting in my case. It's a little bit scratched up. It's not perfect, but I tell you what, man. I'm keeping that car. I don't care how pristine and mint this one is. I'm keeping the OG because that was the first ever COT I owned. But this is a beautiful box. I mean, it's almost like a scrunched up curtain pattern, like a light leak around it. I mean, this thing is beautiful, man. Very sharp looking box design. This is back in 2008, and this, in my opinion, is one of the most overproduced diecast NASCARs ever. I would put this up there with the 2003 and 2004 Dale Jr. cars. I mean, this thing was produced like bonkers because he switched over from DEI in 2007, hopscotched, and joined Hendrick Motorsports. Yeah, Hendrick Motorsports, who at the time won, 2 consecutive championships at 06 and 07. So, I mean, they were the hot ticket team, and Dale Jr. drives for him. Oh, my goodness, that is a match made in heaven. This is a paint scheme, though. It's very plain, but I tell you what, the green on this thing is beautiful. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this 2008 Amp Energy Mountain Dew Chevrolet Impala driven by good old Dale Earnhardt Jr. out of the box. Here she is, folks, brand new out of the package. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s, man. I tell you, his 2008 car is just, I think it's a lovely looking paint scheme. It's very simple compared to a lot of cars you see nowadays. But I tell you what, man, this was on every commercial, every t-shirt, everything. This car was on it, man. It was the most popular NASCAR easily, by far. So you got this green color to it. I tell you what, off camera, the green is like a very blue green. It's metallic. It's beautiful. On camera, it's a little bit more of a green. It is beautiful. And I tell you what, man, Alex Bowman needs to do a throwback to this. I'm just saying. This thing's brand new. I mean, it is freaking mint. I mean, you could just feel this thing has never been opened, man. And you would not believe, I paid like, I think it was like $3.75 for this car shipped from Plan B Salesman. I tell you, they had a sweet deal on this car. I freaking bought 3 of them. So you go over here to the nose, and I mean, just look at that gloss. That is just dang near perfect, man. I mean, flawless finish. So you got Amp Energy there. You got the white bow tie. You got the Impala SS. Beautiful green, man. It is just such a lovely shade of color. I got the 88 there. You got the Hendrick Motorsports decal on that headlights. You got, what is that? Goodyear Gatorback Moo Clavite Comp. What is that? Edelbrock Sunoco Wix air filters. I got Rebesto. It's got a paint chip there, guys. Got a paint chip. You can see how they even painted underneath this little the front valence there, the little nose cone. I think that's, I don't know, I guess that came from the car. I mean, just beautiful, man. The white and the green. Wow. I guarantee you, man, this car was a very popular ad for Christmas 2008. I'm just saying, this car was under a lot of trees in 08. I mean, this was the paint scheme you got to get, man. In 2008, this was the car. Your collection, your diecast crave was not complete until you got this car. And it was so overproduced. I mean, they sold a crap load of them. And it still was overproduced. I would love to know how many 164s of this car they made. I can't tell you how many thousands they produced. It was ridiculous. So you got the Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s font right there. I love that. It's beautiful. The white with the dark green. Very nice. So you got the Quaker State joint there. You got NASCAR race car. I can't even read that. I don't know if that says Wrangler. I think got Hendrick Motorsports. I think that's Bosch. I think that's Simeon's. I'm not sure what that is right there. I think it's Freightliner. There's a missing decal there. So you got Holly Mechanics Works NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, which is a throwback. Rallies, USG Autometer, 3M Dow Chemical, Stamp, Mac Tools, EA Sports, Jegs. Of course, you got the famous 88, which was a brand new font in 2008 as well. This was a brand new number design. It was a brand new number for the team because they turned the 25 car into this car. and or they turned the 5 car into this, and then they turned the 25 into the 5. Whichever way you look at it. So you got the amp energy joint there. You got the bone marrow number down there for Rick Hendrick. You got the Mountain Dew, the old school logo there. National Guard. You even got a National Guard on the winglets. That's how you tell if it's a winter circle. It doesn't have anything on the winglets, but if it's a Gold Series joint, it does have a winglet sponsor. So you got a white trim down here. I like that. It just goes all the way down to the bottom. I like that. I got Goodyear Eagle. Very good looking race car, man. Alright folks, so I just found something really interesting about this car. So the one on the left is the OG, the first ever COT I got. This is from 2008. It's a winter circle car. You can tell by the black chassis down below. The one on the right is a Gold Series car. Remember how Dale Jr. always had those matte black tail ends? Check this out. So in the Gold Series 2008 car I have here, it has a gloss back end of the car. But this one has a matte finish. I don't know if this was an early run of the car, like this was when they initially made the paint scheme, they went with the all gloss, and then I guess maybe this one was picked up later in the season. They said, oh no, it's got to be a matte back end. I don't know, but I've never seen that before. So you have the matte finish on this one and a gloss on this one. Maybe this one was only like this for the winter circle joint, and this one was like this for the ARC, the Gold Series. I don't know, but that's quite interesting. A gloss and a matte back finish. So over here on the tailgate, you got National Guard. You got it right there. You got the 88 there. You got the Chevrolet bow tie. Of course, Quaker State. Who remembers when Quaker State was the official oil of Hendrick Motorsports? And you know, back then at these times, Valvoline was with the 10 car. Weird, because I think they got bought out or something. The 10 team. I don't know, there was a lot of teams jockeying around in 08 and 09, you know, with the RPM and Robert Yates Racing and EARNHARDT. I mean, they were just a lot of teams just buying and selling at that point. It was pretty weird. But yeah, very nice back end of the car. But I will say, I like the satin/matte finish much better. And then over here to the right side of the car, I mean, just look at that freaking green, man. It is beautiful. I mean, that 88, I'm telling you, man. That was the most popular, most iconic number in 2008, 2009, 10. I mean, it was just Dale Jr. I'm telling you, he was on every commercial, everywhere. And I always noticed, just look at the whole the shell of the COT, how it's like this side looks scrunched up and this whole side looks like it's going forward. It just looks like a dragster or something, man. It just looks like the whole motion of the car is going forward by just the body style alone. Quite interesting. I mean, just look at that gloss, man. That is a beautiful gloss finish. Just check that out. That is beautiful, guys. That is beautiful. And one thing I just noticed, that the roof skirts are actually silver. Look at that. I didn't even know. I did not even know that the little roof rails up here are actually silver. The more you know. And also, in 2008 and 2009, one of the biggest difference on the paint scheme, and probably the biggest, honestly, is in 2008 they had white numbers on the roof, but in 2009 they had red numbers on the roof. Now, I don't remember if this car actually had red numbers on the racetrack in 2008, but I know for the diecast point of view that in 2009 these were red. And you go over here, of course, to the deck lid, and you got a giant National Guard logo. Who remembers when they were sponsoring in NASCAR? I mean, heck, they sponsor Biffle, then they sponsor Casey Mears, and then they jumped on Dale Jr.'s car. And yeah, he only won one race in 2008, and in fact, he only won. Yeah, that was his only win in the COT era, 2007 through 2010. That was his only win, was that Michigan joint. That's crazy. I remember seeing these cars on the pegs at the retail stores. You know, the Tony Stewart. I remember seeing like the Tony Stewart 2010. I remember seeing all those cars. And, you know, back then, this was a weird time for diecast collecting because you had the end of the Action Racing Collectible joint and the Winter Circle line, and then they went bankrupt and they got bought out by Lionel Racing. And the retail line disappeared, and that's when I got out of collected diecast because you couldn't find it at your local retail stores anymore. They didn't have a retail line after 2010. It kind of took a few years, and then, you know, all the stores that lost that kind of slowly started getting them back. And then that's when I just really got back into collecting again. I tell you what, man, what a fantastic looking paint scheme. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, go ahead and hit that notification bell down below so you never miss any of my new videos. I know y'all like these COT reviews, and I tell you what, I freaking love them. They're my favorite cars to review. Just beautiful, man. Man, that is a fantastic looking car. And I mentioned earlier in the video how this was like the most overproduced diecast probably the last 15 years. And the reason why I say that is because this car is going to be a custom. I already have one. I already showed it over there. The OG one I got with the matte black, back bumper. That's going to be, of course, the keeper. But this one's going to be turned to a custom. I hope to make something great with it. I mean, you couldn't believe the price for this. I mean, was it $3.75 on Plan B sales? That's crazy for a Dale Jr. Diecast. Anyways, guys, hope you're having a great one. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Diecastbuffet. Hope you're having a great one, folks. Diecastbuffet signing off.